Welcome back. I wanted to go over a spot that I call hands down a place where I will get a target buck if I find one in here that I want. It's down at the end of this little trail. This is an old skid trail. This is a path that I walk in to get to hunt a stand that is on the other side of this creek running right here behind me. I can see every bit of it's a good 40-yard shot, and that's all I need, or more than I need with the bow. So whenever archery season gets here, I will have my camera somewhere along the edge of this bank, which is a very cool spot for deer to be because right now it's hot. It's only Memorial Day and it's super duper hot out here. Mosquitoes and ticks, snakes are bad. So the bucks like to hunker down close to the creek. It's just a natural cooler spot. I mean, would you rather hang out in a garage without any air conditioner inside where the AC's got it going at 70 degrees? So the bucks will hang up or bed down in this area. In fact, I jumped up a deer earlier. It was one by itself. I didn't get a good visual of it, but I'm certain it was a buck. Doe's right now dropping fawns, and hounded like on hoof. It was a pretty heavy bodied deer. So this area is 150 yards from where I killed a 12 point 2 years ago that I had actually hunted for 2 years straight before I got him. And I got him on the edge of the thicket. It was a no-brainer to hunt that spot because I was getting him on camera every 2 hours, 24 hours of the day. I mean, every 2 hours during the day, and at night he was hitting that spot. However, in 2 years' time, the timber that he was bedding in has changed because it was planted pine plantation. This would be the easiest spot for me to access. Tiptoe in, tiptoe out, which is very key. I will only come in here to put up my camera before I actually hunt because this is a spot I know is going to produce. The deer that I killed 2 years ago, the 12 point, I'd had him on camera the years before in this spot, but whenever I started getting him every 2 hours of the night, or night and day, it was obvious I was in his bedroom 150 yards away. Last year I had one sure enough mature buck at that spot one night. He come in for 3 or 4 pictures, a stud of an 8 point. So I can't say that I was in his bedroom last year. This year, the way this canopy is opened up in here, I feel this would be the better place for me to come. Not alerting deer because I'm not having to go in as far. I'm just tiptoeing in, tiptoeing out. Hunker down in a ground blind, which I love a ground blind. My ground blind sealed up. The screen mesh is going to keep the mosquitoes out, but I'm actually setting in a ground blind that I won't even open up the windows except for the one place that I'm going to be looking where I expect that deer to be. So I keep the rest of the window sealed up. It helps keep the breeze from blowing my scent through. Obviously helps with mosquitoes. I'm going to face that blind in the direction I predict that deer is going to be. When he shows up, I will make my shot, hope for the best. But this is hands down a spot in this area that I believe will produce a mature buck. If the one I had on camera last year survived, which I believe he did, and it's still hanging around in this area. So this makes the 4th spot that I have identified over this Memorial Day weekend as places where I know I can set a blind in, that I'm going to be close to the buck area, the buck beds. I feel very good at this point going into the fall archery season. With that being said, when the rut begins, I need a spot I can see further because it's hard to get a shot on a buck chasing a doe in these tight quarters like this. So during the rut, you hope that the buck follows the doe out into the shooting lanes that you have. And so yeah, during the rut, it's more of a gamble, and that's just truth of the matter, it's more of a gamble that you're going to get your target buck whenever the ruts happen, because he could be killed 3 miles away very easily. So, but my goal is to target any deer in this area, a mature buck that I want, with my bow, and hope to get it done. I hope to get it done soon, you know, as soon as season opens up. I really hope to get him the first time I come in and sit and hunt this area. That's my goal. I have to hunt the wind perfectly. I can actually get by with a north or south wind in this area, as long as it's not a westerly wind. I should be good to go in this spot. I believe the bucks will be bedding to the north or the south of where I'm standing here. I'm going to be to the west. You know, I'm wrong often in this life, but I feel like that is my best vantage point. And stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Just wanted to fill you in on what all I've accomplished this weekend. 4 spots that I feel are extremely great spots for a mature buck. Also, hunting pressure that's around. Sorry, I'm having to swat this stupid horsefly. Whew, if I could kill him, he's not going to be his. Got him. Roll his head. He's done. Anyways, peace out. Like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.